Perfect.
How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chase. Now, I know why you're here. You want to be seeing me catch crappies through the ice with this right here, a Pocket Pen fishing rod. Now, I know this has kind of been overdone on YouTube. There's tons of challenges. This was really popular back for a while. However, I've actually never seen this used ice fishing. I looked it up on YouTube and around the internet, and I actually wasn't able to find any videos of someone using this for ice fishing. So I figured I might fill that market and pick one of these up for myself. I think I bought this off Amazon for like 10 bucks. Comes with the rod, the reel, fishing line, and some tackle. Very basic kit. Now, to make this challenge a little more interesting, I didn't want to just use the rod and the reel, because if I was gonna do that, I'd just put normal fishing line on it and use regular jigs and just go crappie fishing like normal. But I wanted to use the line that it came with, and as well as the tackle it came with. Makes it a little more interesting, a little bit more fun. See what you can do with a $10 fishing kit off of Amazon. Before we go any further, let's open this package up and see what all we have. Suitable for fishing from a boat, from a dam, or on the ice. Exactly what we're gonna be doing today. Okay, let's see here. All right, so first things first, let's talk about this reel real quick. This thing feels like something you get out of a McDonald's Happy Meal. I mean, it is chintzy, it's flimsy, it feels like it's gonna snap in half. Spin the reel either way, it turns the bail. The drag, pretty much non-existent. I mean, it's just basically just a screw. Pretty much like a rattle reel or like a schoolie fishing rod. Next on to our actual rod. These things kind of confuse me. So we've got our reel seat. Looks like you just pull that up. Looks like we have our reel seat right here. So you're gonna put your reel in the reel seat, and just like that. So I'm just gonna screw right in. Okay, that's not too difficult to figure out. Not bad. What are we getting for length here? 38 inches. And that's from the butt of the handle to the tip of the rod. So the last two things that we have in here, of course, are our line and tackle. 0.35 millimeter fishing line. So they gave us a 15-pound test. I can already tell that this stuff is not quality by any means. Picture of some cartoon shark on there. High power tournament fishing line. Power spelled P-O-E-W-E-R. So definitely know it's made in China. Now moving on to the tackle. What do we got in here? We got two of each. We've got some bobbers. I've actually never seen this style of bobber personally. We've got two basic pink jigs. Those will work for crappies, the gills, whatever. And then our artificials are these green, really cheap, plasticky twister tails. Well, and there you go. That's what we're gonna be using today to go out and try to catch some crappies. We're gonna use the original line, the tackle, and the rod that all came in that package. Like I said, it was only like 10 bucks, so it can't be that bad. Are we gonna catch a ton of fish on it? Who knows, maybe. Maybe this right here is the secret. Maybe everyone should be using one of these pocket fishing rods to go ice fishing. I have no idea. It's gonna be a fun little experiment anyways. Try something new. Might as well. But anyways, I'm gonna get this thing rigged up and ready to go, and I'll see you guys on the lake to do some fishing. Welcome to the lake. I got set up in a spot here out in probably like 20 foot of water. Actually, no less than 20 foot of water. 18 foot of water out here. We got some fish down the bottom. They've kind of been swimming through every now and then. Some crappies, hopefully. So we're gonna use, like I said, our pocket fishing pole with the stuff that it came with to see if we can't catch any crappies on this today. I don't know if it's gonna work that well or not, but we're gonna drop this down and see what we can't do. So to start off, we're gonna be using this pink jig that it came with the green twister tail. We're just gonna drop that down and see if we can't get anything to come off bottom and eat it. I highly doubt that we're gonna be able to catch anything on this, but you never know. You never know. I'm gonna loosen the drag here on this thing. See how long it takes us to get down there. Line is so thick I can't really feel anything, but we do have a fish down there looking at it. And if we do get a bite, there's no chance that I'm gonna be able to feel it unless they start going with it. So we got a fish down there, he's interested. We've got a couple of them down there that seem to be interested, but not really. We'll use the twister tail here for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna switch to some bait.
A few moments later.
Okay. I'm trying down there with the twister tail on it. I don't think that's gonna work on these things. You know, we're midwinter, fish are more finicky this time of year. I just don't think it's gonna happen with this setup right here. We need some live bait down there on this, if anything. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take some wax worms. I'm just gonna do one waxy on here. Drop it down to the bottom and see if we can get a bluegill or crappie just to latch onto this. This is not an ideal rig for fishing crappies this time of year. You want something that's very sensitive and a jig that's smaller. We obviously don't have that, so here's what we got. Okay, we got a fish down there. He bit it. He bit it. Gosh, this thing is such a piece of junk.
2 hours later.
Just gotta catch one. Just want to catch one fish on this. Just one.
12 seconds later.
These fish are not cooperating. They're lethargic. They're slow moving. It's really cold out. I think we're gonna make a depth change. I'm gonna head in shallow. And there's usually some rock, there's usually a bunch of rock bass and bluegills and pumpkin seed in shallow. So we're gonna go in there and see if we can't get something to bite the pocket pen.
A few inches later. 20 minutes later. 1 hour later.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I got something. I got something on this thing. Oh my gosh. I actually I actually caught something on this rig. A tiny dink perch. Oh my gosh. Oh, I've spent the past probably 3 hours fishing with this stupid contraption to catch this. Oh my gosh. That wasn't worth it in the slightest. My head hurts, I'm tired. That was not worth it, but we got one on the pocket pen. It happened. It finally freaking happened. Oh, forget this crap. All right, let's let this thing go. Bloop. Nothing wants to bite. It is so dead out here. It is unbelievable. Thank God that is over. We caught one on the equipment that they gave us. This has been painful. All right, well, we did it. We caught a fish on the pocket fishing rod. I can't believe we did it, but we actually did. This thing was an absolute nightmare to use today. Was not enjoyable in the slightest. The fish were just really finicky too. I mean, that's a huge part of this whole thing. 15-pound test line, super cheap jig with a waxworm on it. Not the best, but in the end, it did do its job. It caught a fish. Would I recommend buying one of these things? Yes and no. I mean, if you're wanting to actually do some real fishing, don't waste your time with this thing. Go buy an actual fishing rod, ice fishing rod, summer fishing rod. Go buy an actual 1 or 2 piece rod that's quality. Don't waste your time with this thing. But if you're wanting like a novelty fishing rod or just something to have around, it's like, oh, I'm going out fishing with the pocket pen, just something fun to do. Yeah, sure, why not? It's 10 bucks on Amazon, gets you the line, the hooks, everything there. I mean, it's got all the equipment there, but it's really a novelty thing. It's worthless. The reel is worthless. The rod is worthless. I wouldn't trust it for anything. If you're catching anything bigger than like a bluegill or a crappie, I would not trust this thing as far as I can throw it, which is actually probably quite far if I throw it right. So in the end, I was able to actually catch a fish on this thing, so I'm pretty happy. I succeeded with what I came out here to do, which was to catch a fish on this thing. So
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I'm gonna end this video right here. Using this thing and trying to figure out these fish just exhausted me for the day, so I'm gonna pack it up, head home, and relax, and probably put this thing away for a long time. I don't think I'll be using this ever again.
They ask you how you are, you just have to...
Unless it's for another video or something. But if you like this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.